Hi, Zesties. Well, I am extremely depressed. So, of course, I had to get Jollibees. And I'm even more depressed that they didn't have spicy. They're out of spicy till Friday, they said. But it is what it is. Every time I drive by, I have to get Jollibees, even though they are a ripoff. Like, I thought I had finally found a cheap meal. This all was $15. It was supposed to be 13, but then the adobo rice is a premium side and it costs an extra like 150. And it's just like, come on, man. I love Jollibee. And setting the price aside, Jollibee is my favorite. But like, biscuit, whatever. And also, at churches for the same price, you could get like a whole bucket. You know what I mean? I think churches sells like 10 for 20 or 10 pieces for 20 or some crazy deal. Like, but anyway, I went to the hip doctor today. And of course, I live in the United States, so I had to pay. I paid $70 for the um, hip appointment or whatever. And at this point, my finances are already destroyed, and I've lost my dream of home ownership, and I've lost like everything. Still need to upload the video about how I ruined my life, but I've been kind of embarrassed. So, but anyway, they injected my hip, and so if I feel better, supposedly I do have this condition that I believe I have called a hip impingement. I say I do have it because they had diagnosed it as like two other things before. So, and my hip does feel better, so I guess I have a hip impingement. But they want me to do physical therapy, and it's like literally I've done so much physical therapy over the years. I'm planning on doing physical therapy for when I got rear-ended a few months ago. Couldn't even sue the guy because I was in someone else's car. It's just like, dang, could life get any harder? And then the sad thing is, I made my life harder on myself. That adobo rice is so good, though. I love it. You know, I made my life harder on myself, but the depression that came with becoming disabled, it just made me act really crazy, I guess, or hey, in a way, maybe it's good because, to be honest, like I always work, I still work, but like when I became disabled, it kind of put like a question mark. How long will I be able to do traditional work? I always assumed I would just work forever, you know, but now there's a question mark there. I don't know if I can work till I'm 60 or whatever. So that made me think, okay, I want to get rich some way, somehow, and I will be manifesting. I will have my penthouse. I'll have my penthouse with a grill on the balcony, a hammock on the balcony. Woof. And I'll do good with the money. I've been praying to Jesus, even though I'm not religious at all, but I'm so beaten down that I don't know what else to do. And I've been saying that if Jesus grants me my penthouse dreams and money dreams, that I will feed the homeless. So mark my words, capture this. If I get rich one day from doing this and I'm not feeding the homeless, you can just unfollow me right there. Also, if I ever get rich and I start acting bougie, oh, I can't eat this, I can't eat that, you can immediately unfollow me as well. But like, you know, that's what made me want to start making videos. So at least maybe there's some like positive of all this. But it's just been devastating, and I am happy to have like an official diagnosis now. But you know, I have to go back to physical therapy. I did physical therapy all 2021 and 22. You know what I mean? And I'm just tired. I feel like, why me? You know what I mean? Why me? Okay, I'm eating my dessert early, but it's going to cut me off. Cut me off at 12 minutes because my phone battery is full or whatever. My phone storage is full. Ube pie. Mmm. Makes me so depressed too that they used to have a red ribbon right next door and it closed. But it's like, all of this stuff is very hard. And it's very isolating because, people don't want to hear it. They think it's depressing or you're being a bummer or whatever. Or they like to put rules on you. Oh, my friend's a paraplegic and he's happy, so you should be too. Okay, good for him. Good for your friend. That's what the people with no physical problems like to say. Oh, well, other people have it worse. If they had physical problems, they would totally get it. You know what I mean? But, that's one of the reasons why I do this too, cook and eat and stuff, is because that's like one of the only enjoyments. That's like what makes me happy. You know what I mean? So, see, they could have given me some more gravy too. My soul food girls would never leave me without gravy. They would never. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna start saying bye because it's gonna cut me off. Bye, Zesties. Oof.